Alright, it is FrOzenSwipe here, and I've got a game of Team Deathmatch on Dome, and this is not to be confused with the Modern Warfare 3 map Dome. It's actually the Call of Duty World at War map Dome, because as you can quite clearly see, this is Call of Duty World at War as opposed to Modern Warfare 3. And I've no idea why Infinity Ward would go ahead and name that map Dome after there had already been a map named Dome, but I suppose maybe they're just getting lazy. Maybe there haven't really been enough maps for them to run out of words to describe maps. I mean, if you think about all the words in the English language, I mean, there haven't been that many maps where they, to the point where, you know, they literally cannot come up with any more names and they have to recycle old names. But, yeah, I don't know, maybe Treyarch can get back at them for calling a Black Ops 2 map something like the same name as a COD 4 map or something like that. I don't know, but man, I really didn't expect that rant to last that long, or to go on any sort of rant at the beginning of this anyway. But I should really kind of get on topic a little bit. Call of Duty World at War, that's not generally a game I play. I mostly tend to play and post Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and maybe with a Black Ops on the side as well. But you know, for some reason I just kind of felt in the mood for playing the older games like COD 4 and Call of Duty World at War. And yeah, and it definitely wasn't a case of, you know, I was playing Modern Warfare 3 and then I got really pissed off and I was like, fuck this, it's the worst game ever, I absolutely hate this game, I'm never playing this game again. Although we have all been there at one stage or another. But you know, this was more of a, I haven't played World at War in a while, might as well give it a go, because, you know, that's just kind of who I am. I'm quite an easygoing fella. I don't generally tend to get mad. I do eventually. I mean, it does take a considerable amount of bullshit, but I do get there eventually sometimes. But you know, it doesn't happen very often. But yeah, so that's pretty much why I'm playing Call of Duty World at War. I was lucky enough not to get into a hacked lobby. In fact, I was actually really lucky in this session here. I didn't get into any hacked lobbies here, so I must have been quite lucky to avoid all the hackers. But yeah, it wasn't a hacked match, and I got a decent score in it, so I felt it was good enough for me to share with all of you wonderful people over here at We Are COD. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of this gameplay. But yeah, I suppose seeing as I'm on a community channel and there's still about half the video left, I might as well indulge in some shameless self-promotion. So let the shameless self-promotion begin. I suppose the first thing that you're going to want to do is try and place my accent, because I do realise it can be quite difficult for some people sometimes. So I'm just going to save you the bother and just tell you that I'm from Ireland, more specifically that, you know, I'm from Dublin. And I don't know, I think the reason why people have trouble placing my accent is because I don't have that strong of an accent. And a lot of people say that my accent tends to travel a little bit as I talk. You know, sometimes I sound American, sometimes I sound English. Even had one person say that I sounded Australian in one video, though I think he was just trolling me. But, you know, I mean, I can kind of understand that. And I think also the fact that it's not a very cliched Irish accent. You know, when you think of an Irish accent, you think of like a leprechaun. And I really don't know anyone who actually talks like a leprechaun. I don't think that's actually a legitimate Irish accent, but yeah, for the most part, I don't sound like a leprechaun. I sound a lot like this, and I mean, I could put on a strong accent, but that really just isn't me. I mean, this is just how I talk normally, so it's a lot easier to do that in the commentary, and I feel that, you know, you're probably able to understand me, you know, alright anyway, so it's easier just to talk like this. So, yeah. And I do realise now that I've said that I'm Irish, that, you know, someone's gonna comment like, oh, you drunken Irish prick, yeah, you're too busy drinking to do commentaries or game or anything like that, or something, you know, something stupid like that, something to do with the Irish stereotype that all Irish people drink. And I'm just gonna here to say that that stereotype is definitely true, but it's not for me. You know, I'm like that one exception to the rule, because we do definitely have a drinking problem, especially even underage. I mean, I'm 16, I don't drink, but a lot of my friends would, and you know, it's really common. But I mean, I suppose underage drinking is also a big problem in America and in Britain as well. So you know, it's not just like just Ireland where underage drinking occurs. But I mean, I'm really not the cliched Irish person at all. I mean, I don't have gingered hair, I don't have freckles or pale skin or anything like that. I have quite sallow skin. I'm actually quite tanned, to be honest. Well, I can tan quite easily, but the problem is there's never any sun, because if you don't know, in Ireland it's pretty much just year-round rain. But when there is sun out, I tan quite easily. So I mean, I really am your stereotypical cliched Irish person, and you know, I've never been in bar fights or anything. I haven't even been in a fight in the first place. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all you need to know about me. But yeah, for the most part, I tend to post Modern Warfare 3. I'm also doing a Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough, so if that sounds like something you want to see, feel free to check out my channel. I'm sure there's a link in the description where you can go and check that out. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll